Back in the day, there used to be old wives' tales, coaches telling you stories about what they lament going into the season. However, the prevailing sentiment this season is confidence for everybody. There are coaches and programs who are rebuilding, and there are teams who are on top that are going to be tough outs to take out.
You have to work to improve every day. You know, we don't take anything for granted just because we won it last year. Them folks in that room coming for us, and I know it. I know Buddy Pugh, I know Larry Scott, Dawson Odoms. I know them boys are coming. So Coach Wilson and Lee Hall. So we've got to play, and we got to play well to have a chance. But I'm excited. I'm excited.
And I think once we've gotten these guys adapted to the culture that you don't come to Howard to participate in sports. It's no longer a hobby, right? You play football at Howard, you play basketball at Howard, and you can do those two things at an elite level synonymously at the same time.
Anytime you get started in July and think you can play a competitive schedule as we do, it's tough to get acclimated, to get used to the calls and understand the hot reads and all that other good stuff. Now we've had a year in the system. We had some more competition to that room, so we're going to see those guys be ready to play. They had a great summer thus far, so those guys will be ready to play.
But I really think our players are going to play a lot better and play more together than we did a year ago, and that's because we brought in, I think, a really great recruiting class in a year too.
So I'm trying to build men, and again, and just like in the empowerment thing we heard, you know, you got to build a man before you build a brand, and that's what we're going to do here.
It is what it is. You know, we're excited about opening up against Jackson in the challenge game. We really feel good about, you know, the mentality of our team. You know, the excitement of our team. So we'll go in there and see what happens.
The MEAC has been a conference that really been saddled with multiple conference championships. The resounding question that seems to be asked by experts, particularly those from the outside, is this time for a MEAC conference football championship game?
Well, I think it's a great idea to have a conference championship game. I think, though, if you're going to do it, you probably need to bring in probably two more teams and then have a 4-team north-south, or however they want it, east-west, however they want to break it up. Because obviously last year it was a two-way tie, and there's a tiebreaker, and obviously they were both 4-1, and would love to see them in the championship game play head-to-head to determine who goes to the Celebration Bowl.
Besides all the other crazy stuff that's going on. So it's a time now where we got some uncertainty, but you know what? You know, I think a lot of it's for the good, and you know, at some point or other, things will start to settle out, and maybe we can kind of regroup and figure out where to go to from here.
Well, I mean, I think we got 6 teams that play football, so it's decided on the field, and I think is played that way because of the numbers. I think we had more teams in the conference. There would be no discussions needed for a championship game, but when you play 6. The turnaround have to beat a team twice that you already beat head-to-head. Makes no sense.
And as the season prepares to kick off, the MEAC SWAC Challenge will open things up with another matchup in the ATL. And this time, it'll be interesting to see if the MEAC can continue with its dominance, a dominance that has seen them win back-to-back Celebration Bowls, even with the prime effect coming out of Mississippi.
We think our league technically is a pretty even league, and secondly, we think it's a really well coached league. And if you give those guys, any of us, enough time to prepare, then we generally feel that we can put a plan together to give you at least a better than average chance of getting a loss.
You can't win this game on Twitter, on social media. You know what I'm saying?
I'm Mark Gray for the HBCU Sports Nation.
College,